Hi guys, it's MVG King, and I'm here to tell you why Sephiroth's stage, called the Northern Cave, which was released at the same time as Sephiroth, I'm going to explain to you why it actually should be legal, instead of just another stage that's just going to get banned because they're too big or for any other reason. Why this stage should be legal is because it's actually very unique from all the other stages. So I actually did some testing. I was testing the length of the stage, I was testing the ceiling size of the stage, testing Let's the Blast Zone, boundaries, the platform positioning, and a bunch of other things. I also checked hazards on, hazards off, and compared it to other stages as well. My findings were pretty interesting. In a nutshell, it has the lowest ceiling in the entire game, finally lower than the normal 180 size ceilings, but only by about 1%. So when I was testing like Sephiroth's up smashes to kill, for example, it killed like 1% sooner, for example. And when in actual matches, it felt like it was the exact same. So now you actually bring something new to the table, just with that. Somebody who wants to kill in the sky early now can kill about 1% sooner. It seems to be lower than the 180 units. If I had to take a guess, I'd guess it was around like 178 units or so, just off a guess based on that. If I can get more information on the exact specs, I'll link it in the YouTube description below. However, for now, I will tell you that it is the smallest ceiling in the game, but only by 1%. That's one new thing to the table. In addition to that, the Let's to Blast Zone, compared to FD, is also about 1% sooner. It's about 1% sooner for like forward smashes killing like 1% sooner. So it already is a little bit small, but only very, very, very slightly, like very insignificant amounts. So that already creates two things unique to the table. The boundaries at the bottom feel about the same compared to FD. And the platforms, you might be thinking, oh, well, what about Kalos? Well, let me tell you, compared to FD, Kalos, and this stage, they're all about 16 blocks long, like Minecraft Steve blocks. They're all about 16 blocks long. I think that's 160 units or something. With that in mind, they're all the same there. However, the positioning of the platforms is quite different compared to Kalos, and that is actually in a way that's more aggressive. So on Kalos, a lot of the strategies to use would be to be camping on it, on the edges of the platform. The platforms are much higher on Kalos. In addition, they extend far beyond the edges of the stage. It goes far to the upper left or far to the upper right by comparison, which makes it very effective for stalling and camping. Another reason Kalos is good for stalling and camping by comparison to Sephiroth's stage is that the ceiling is significantly higher on Kalos, and the Let's to Blast Zone is significantly higher on Kalos. Kalos is a much, much higher ceiling and much, much bigger Let's to Blast Zone compared to FD, whereas the difference between FD and Sephiroth's stage is only a little bit from Let's to Blast Zone and a little bit from the ceiling. So Sephiroth's stage is just a very slightly small version of FD with the two side platforms. The fact is, though, most people would agree that like it's better to be like a more aggressive game that's less likely to go to timeouts. And if you were to compare Kalos and Sephiroth's stage, it really feels like Kalos is the much more timeout stage. Multiple reasons for that. As I said, Let's to Blast Zone horizontally. Ceiling height being much bigger, more than 10 units actually. And then you also have the platforms, which encourage camping. So for three reasons, Kalos is basically a campier version of the stage. And I don't personally care about walls, like about if a stage has walls or not. A lot of people do, but for those that do, it doesn't have the wall state. It doesn't have the walls. Now, again, I don't care about that part, but that could be a fourth reason that might incite people. So based on all this information, I was thinking, Now, you could look at it two ways. Should Sephiroth's stage be legal on its own, or should Sephiroth's stage be legal and replace Kalos? I think both of those things are quite viable. Now, a lot of people do complain that, like, especially like Sonic. Sonic is like super good on that stage because he just uses timeout strats and stuff if he gets the lead early. And there's just a lot of really campy, threatened timeout type of strats on that stage in general. So you're pretty much reducing that by a lot. Also, have you seen the music and the backgrounds on this stage? It's very similar to FD in the background. So for people that are like, oh, well, the background's too shiny and stuff, it's basically this. I went through it many times. It's basically the exact same type of background as like FD. I didn't notice like any real difference. So like if that shouldn't be legal, then FD shouldn't for the same reasons basically. And you got a bunch of cool music on it too. This is the first time that I think a DLC character actually has a stage that I think should be not only should be in tournaments, but maybe even a contender for neutral, depending on how many stages you have. I think it's such a good stage, it might be a contender for neutral. But I think its legality, I think it actually is just as good, if not better than Kalos. Now, I do want to mention, for those that do like Kalos, I do want to mention that Kalos does bring a lot of things to the table. For better or worse, it has the biggest ledge to blast zone in the entire game, and it has tied with Battlefield for second highest ceiling, I believe, and only Town City is higher. So if you are trying to survive or just live a long time, like good recovery, or just you want to survive up smashes and stuff, then that could be good. Yeah, Sephiroth's stage brings a lot to the table. You got the great music, the awesome backgrounds. It's brand new, and the matches will go by fast, and it won't really be campy, but it still gets the same side platform layouts, except in a more aggressive fashion, because you're going to be forced to interact more often instead of just being encouraged to just jump around and stall out the foe. So I think these are all good things, and I really think that this stage should be legal. I really think that I know, like, I've said, like, I'm not the type to just be like, oh, this should be legal. Like, if you watched my Steve video, I was, like, more against... I was either neutral or more against it being legal by comparison to being for it. Like, I was even like, okay, maybe I should legalize for FPS. It's like, but then I decided against it. But this time, I actually think... I strongly think it should be legal. It brings a lot of new things to the table in an aggressive fashion, and it's just really cool. It's just a good stage across the board. I just got confirmation from Ruben. I saw this tweet right after I recorded this video, and it basically confirms the stuff I was saying as true. It says, Northern Cave data, ignoring decimals, stage length same as Kalos, platform height a little higher than Battlefield, 24.5, top blast zone 177, I guess 178 was pretty close, lower than FD by 3 units, bottom blast zone negative 150, same as FD, side blast zones 237, lower than FD by 3 units. So leads to blast zone and the top blast zone, both killing 1% sooner from smashes, was proven correct from my testing. So yeah, it should be a very good stage, and I really think this stage should be legal. Let me know if you guys agree with me in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell. But I also want to mention, before you guys do leave, you guys should check out my Turret series, Frame Perfect Series Online. Because in this Turret series, I actually run a bigger stage list. Although the stage list right now that I'm using is not quite final. I may shorten it, or I may make it a bit smaller next time, or see what people want. But I am very highly considering putting this as one of the stages, at least as a counterpick, because the way I see it, I really feel like it should be legal. It just brings a lot of good stuff to the table. I pretty much explained all my reasons why. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you want to, if you do like it, you should check out my tournament series. It's January 15th through 17th. And I do these once a month after that. Smash.gg, so that's FPS Online. It'll also be in YouTube description below. I hope to see you guys there. And I'm still going to be nerding out more on Sephiroth stuff, Sephiroth content, studying theorycraft and all this stuff, because it's really fun and enjoyable to me. See you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think.